Oh.
Jeez. My gosh. Guys, we found a super genuine Willet Star, and that is a really big deal on YouTube because we are pretty often imitated but never duplicated on our Willet Stars. Boy, do we have one right here. This Cabover's been sitting almost 30 freaking years, y'all. Look at the tire growing in the ground on this thing. You can't, I've never seen one this bad. Like, that's the hub right there in the ground. And this is a international Cabover 9670. This is the XL series, so it's got almost a full-size, twin-size bed inside this thing. What used to be a service body truck that was parked long ago. I'm not sure if it had any issues when it was parked, but it was parked and hasn't been used in a long time. It's on a small farm here in Zephyr Hills, the town I live in Florida. The owner, I kind of like pulled up in their yard and said, hey, you got an old Cabover on the hill. Can we check it out? He said, heck yeah. Took us up here, been the nicest people here. And if you're familiar with the area, you know these are some really great folks here that own the property. And they said, come on out whenever you want to start it up. So we brought all the tools with us today. Let's check this thing out. So the fellow that owns it, his name is Joe. His business was called Joe's Tonka. Basically, he just drove around and worked on everybody's stuff here locally. My dad knew him. He's still here, obviously. I'm talking like he's in past tense. Joe is watching us film the video right now. I'm just protecting his privacy. But anyways, Joe drove around and worked on a little bit of everything in an old Cabover and something home built right here, which is really cool. He said, one day, I just parked it and decided I weren't working on nothing. I mean, I feel like one day I can just park something and stop having to work every day on something. That's the dream there. But check this thing out, guys. This is an oldie. I think we found some license stickers in here. This thing, I'm not sure what year the truck is. Doesn't really say. It's a 1984 unit here. This thing is an oldie, so that puts it at almost 40 years old.
Dang.
It's been a hot minute, and it's been parked for almost 30 years. 28, 26, something like that. Pretty crazy. So, been sitting a hot minute. He built everything. He had propane on board. Or maybe it's just sitting there. Overhead work lights, pretty crazy. Looks like they had oxygen and acetylene bottles right here. Camping out. Plenty of tool trays, look at that. That was like a sliding tool tray he had added there. Pretty neat. Truck bed off of a regular truck, it looks like. I don't know if there's anything in these. Oh, shoot. That was hanging yesterday. I think he fixed it up a little bit for us.
Yeah.
But
Oh, wow.
all kinds of, it's like crazy because seeing all the different things that Joe would have worked on back in the day. Lots of welding, lots of fabrication. I mean, all kinds of different things. So Joe had a little bit of everything on here. I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff. It's like some kind of a magneto or something. Something right there. I think this is another work light, or it's like a cutting something. Oh, that thing's been sitting there a long time.
Oh, yeah.
More work lights that were on here. Lots of. So Joe said that this reel right here was his welding leads that he kind of rolled out whenever he needed to use them. See, like the rollers there, and kept them out there underneath, out of the weather. Big, huge work. Look at this vise.
Dang.
Welded to the bench here, but they don't make vices like this anymore.
It's a big one.
Not anymore. And you know how hard it is to find a vise that's actually worth a crap? Extremely hard, because none of them are made here anymore. And huge crane on there. Looks like Joe did a and a gooseneck hitch. Look at that.
Oh.
Dude, that's a pretty cool idea. Put a gooseneck hitch right on the back of your Cabover work unit. Threaded rod. You know what this is? Come on, cameraman. It's a joint, but it has a letter in front of it. It's a W joint.
You got me lost.
It's a U joint. Come on. You work on RC cars every day. You know what a U
Oh, yeah, okay,
Come
I got you.
on,
I got
geez.
you.
Don't let him work on your RC cars.
Jeez.
What a guy. We need one of these on the old GMC right here.
Dude, that'd be sick.
There's all kinds of, these boxes are sweet. All kinds of stuff in there. I don't think there was anything Joe couldn't work on. Spring compressors right there. This guy did it. Freaking did it all. All right, we've done the full tour. Full tour of the truck. We see it's got some old school nylon tires on this boy. I don't think these things have date codes on them. old school stuff. I don't think this truck's gonna move. Let's just pray we can get it started. So let's see what engine it's got in it. All right, we've got a cab jack here. We all know 90 times out of 10, literally 90 times out of 10, doesn't even fit in 10, that when you go to jack up a Cabover cab that's been sitting for as long as this thing has, you get about that far up and it blows a line. Now, for whatever reason, one of our most viewed videos, you should check it out. The Cabover Transtar we started, it's got like almost 10 million views on it. The cab jack looked just like this one and it jacked up.
Huh.
Fingers crossed. Before we go to jacking the cab up on this truck, I want to talk to you guys about today's and our channel sponsor, lanefinder.com. They've been a massive help in making videos like this happen, whether it be supplying us with tools, helping us get on trips out in the road, making all kinds of cool videos. Lanefinder.com is an app and a website that helps you, individuals like myself, if you have a commercial driver's license and you're looking for a new job, or if you don't have a job, or if you're looking for maybe a new career in the trucking industry. That being said, if you're looking for flatbed work, tanker work, step deck, heavy haul, literally anything, get on lanefinder.com/Bruce Wilson and find a new job today. Lanefinder does all the hard work for you to help secure benefits, which is including insurance, retirement, all that good stuff. And they make sure the employers that are listed on the lanefinder.com app are qualified employers that are going to pay you on time when you're supposed to be paid. They're not going to leave you sitting in some parking lot. It takes a qualified, highly qualified employer to be even anywhere near the lanefinder.com app or website, guys. So check them out today, lanefinder.com/Bruce Wilson. Without them, we wouldn't be doing this cool stuff. I mean, just a really great company. We'll be doing some really cool videos with the owners of Lanefinder very, very soon. Really great people. They're based right here in Tampa, Florida, where we're out of. So super easy to get a hold of. When you call them, the people that are answering the phones, helping you navigate their website and their app, are truck drivers. Who would have thought? Cool company, guys. Check them out. Link in the description below. All right. I don't think she has any oil in it, Ryan. Yeah, better. The seals are really, really bad.
Probably that.
But you know what? One of my most second successful videos we ever did, we didn't jack the cab up on. Let's throw a hot battery in it and see if it turns over at all first. First things first, we gotta get the old cold battery out. It's not hot. All right, we need to get some tools and loosen them connectors up right there. Good thing we've got our handy dandy yellow toolbox. Get this thing over here. We brought a toolbox to work on our tool truck here. Ouch. That felt good. That felt real good. Dude, I'm getting so old. I just bent over, all my knees popped. Did you hear them?
Yeah, it was more like a crunch.
I gotta go see a doctor soon, dude.
I'll schedule your appointment.
So guys, it looks like this thing has got a big cam Cummins in it. It might be a small cam, might be a medium-sized cam. I'm not sure. Dang it! Wait, tetanus shot after messing with this thing. That felt great. All right. See if I can get this battery out of here. These ropes might break on us. Oh
my.
Look at all.
Dude. God.
Jeez.
You better be fast about it, son. One
battery out. Ryan, can you carry the battery for me?
Sure.
You're used to carrying stuff like this, like your ex-girlfriend, ain't it?
Jeez.
Those heavy hitters.
You're crazy.
Oh, dang. heck is this catching on?
Oh, the wrap.
Are you freaking serious? What are the chances, right? You guys know how we do. We use a battery from Royal King, burn it up, and return it and get a new one. I'm out of breath. Too fat for this kind of work anymore. We gotta update our Willis Star box.
For real.
It's getting dirty. All right, guys, we've got a hot battery in there. Now let's go check all the fluids. We usually don't do that. And not because I don't want to, I just forget. So, grab a rag out of here. Beautiful microfiber for checking oil. Dude, I'm in the mood today.
Feeling?
We got a fresh Willet start. Spider right there!
Sorry. Boy, I'm trying to.
I can't wait for one day there's a spider on you.
I can wait.
It's got some dead dinosaurs in it. As long as it's got some in it, that's all that matters. Right?
Yep.
We're back in there and check again. J-ow!
Barely. I think it's kind of long.
We need to make a compilation just scaring Ryan.
No, we don't.
She got some oil in it. We're good there. We're not too worried about water. I guess we can check coolant. Hopefully it's got coolant in it because it's got water. It's froze up here a few times on top of this hill. That ain't good. He said that this tank he kept full of water for like washing his hands and stuff, so he didn't use that because they work locally. So we're not worried about that fuel tank or water tank. Here is going to be where our coolant is. Oh look, the truck used to be blue. Interesting. Yeah. Didn't see anything.
Grab the dipstick.
No coolant. It's alright. We don't need coolant. Alright. We haven't opened the door yet. There we go. Sweet. I guess we don't need to sit in there, do we?
No.
Let's just, she's in neutral, see if we got power.
What was that?
Nothing's powering up. This ain't good. Oh, we got power. It's trying. Oh, right there it's got power.
What is it?
It's got power in the off position.
Oh.
It shouldn't be locked up. I think Lake gave us a bum battery. Alright guys, we got the real deal jump boxes. You guys know the deal. These things don't play. Put that there. Got some good contacts. That right there. We just want to make sure it spins over one full time, and then we'll figure out our fuel situation. Yeah. All right, contact. Ain't good. Ain't good at all. I don't know, it might be locked up.
Oh yeah, you got power. Look, the top lamp was going off. See?
I think something just a switch here. I may need to find a way to jack the cab up. Let's see if we can work on the jack in the cap up. I think it's just out of oil. Oh yeah, the oil cap's loose on it.
Okay.
It should start, because he said I just parked it there one day and I would read it. Yeah, there's no oil in it. I don't know if we have any oil with us or not. I'll have to ask old Joe if he's got some. Watch out, folks, for falling doors.
Leave it.
Fair enough. We're gonna find something to jack the cab up with.
What about that pipe that was on the ground over there?
Pipe? Where?
Right, that was holding that door.
Oh, this thing will be here all day.
Just hold it.
Brian, I don't think it'll go in there.
Yeah, I think it's the right width. On
We'll
point.
be here all day with this crap.
10 feet long.
All right, guys, this thing is pressuring up. Now is a very delicate procedure of getting it to now go up. We got our cab jack, Joe.
Got all the leverage.
Uh-oh, dude is starting to move.
Is it?
Yeah. Now I just gotta pray it doesn't blow a line.
Oh,
It's moving. Dude, look at that. That is so awesome. I better be quiet. I'm gonna get too far ahead of myself. Need to bring the cab jacker upper 9000 with us everywhere we go.
that's what I'm saying.
All right, I'm getting tired. All right, now that we've got the cab jack open, I don't know how we got that lucky, but we did. Instead of having our jump box hooked to the battery cables, which are old and crusty, and going down the starter, we're gonna hook this thing directly to the starter, right?
Yep.
Worst comes to worst, we'll run back to town. We'll get another battery run single 24 volts. Guys, this thing might not crank. It looks like it's got water in it. Look at the water coming out the side of the engine there. It's coming out the deck of the engine, or the intake. We may have to we should have brought our toolkit. This ain't good, guys. This may not be a very good will it start here.
Oh,
I don't know, that might be part of the aftercooler too. I'm not 100% sure. That's just straight water. Where the heck would it be getting water in the engine from? That's what I don't understand either. Because this should be separate from this. I don't think there's water in the engine because we checked the dipstick and there was no water in there, but of course, I don't know. This is straight water, so it's not like we're just draining the man's coolant out. He's not gonna have any coolant. There is no coolant, it's just water. Yeah, that was definitely the intake. Yikes. Not good. The only thing we can hope for now is maybe we can turn it backwards and forwards and maybe water comes out. Alright, let's see if she'll budge at all. Probably not.
don't fall.
The only thing we can do here is pull all the valve covers off and get the water out of the engine because it's full of water. Full. Water coming out right there. And we bumped it over. The only thing I can think of, I mean, there's no other way. Pull the valve covers off. Yeah. Maybe this is one we got to get into deep. What do you think?
Let's go get some tools.
Well, guys, we went to lunch, made it back out here. We've got some sun coming out. We brought lake. We've got our air compressor, generator, all kinds of goodies out here. Since this thing is full of water, what we're gonna have to do is pull the valve covers off and evacuate all the water from the cylinders. And since it does spin, I know it's not locked up. If we can get this thing spinning, get it firing off ether, I think we'll get it to cheech. She gonna cheech today. So, we're gonna figure it out. We gotta get this thing cleaned up, valve covers off, get the water out of the engine, pull some injectors out of it, and start spinning her over. I put my mittens on here.
Real men don't wear those.
Son, all right, cheat your own, start it up.
I'm confused.
We've got the top of the, the owner Joe said that he's gonna be scrapping the truck unless someone comes and buys it for scrap value, which I don't think is gonna happen anytime soon. So he said he doesn't really care how we get it started, have fun with it, so that's what we're doing. I need a 9/16 is not this size, or a 14 millimeter is fine. And then I need a swivel also. You can cut the generator off. Brought our tool boy out here, Lakin. Do we have a hammer with us? That works. That's all I need to do there. Intake off. Get some valve covers off here in just a second. We've already got the 9/16 I need out here. I need a pry bar, big boy. Intercooler pipe is stuck on the turbo over there, so we'll get that thing off here in just a second. Thank you. Go. Thing is stuck on there too, dude. There you go. Keep doing that. That works. I don't want to take weight out of the way. Alright, so what I'm thinking is that the center, number 3 or number 4 cylinder is where the water's at. So we'll start with those 2 injectors first and go from there. Yep, there's some water there. A little bit. There might be water in that one too. All right now what I'm doing is checking to see which valves are currently depressed right now, which one may be letting water in the intakes or not. The other thing I'm worried about is when we do start turned over, is there more water in the intake that's going to go inside the engine? So like I'm wondering, do we pull the intake off this thing, which isn't too hard, but it's not the easiest thing to do.
Oh.
Well, folks, this thing is like still locked up, even though we bled some water out. So the only thing we can do now is pull the rocker boxes and pull the injectors out. So that's what we're going to do. We'll just keep these right where they came out of, and hopefully we don't lose push rod placement. And go from there. My phone's ringing every damn time. But that's the center one, so put it somewhere that we'll remember it goes in the center. Look at all that shit. I might not be a smart man, because I'm not a smart man.
Kind of sound like it.
Come on, put your back into it.
That works.
Push back on that, somebody. A little bit. Ryan, help push back. All right, here you go. Need a rocker box. So right now, folks, we couldn't find a 5/16 or an 8mm 12 point, so we're using a custom-made 6-point with a 6-point adapter to adapt it. Or the old taparoo. And we're getting these injector holders out. And then we're slowly pulling injectors out one by one so we can relieve all the water pressure inside the engine. It ain't supposed to be there. Alright, I can film you.
I am actually.
No, you're not. Front box. Alright. We're very close. Once we get all of these injectors out, we'll be able to spin this engine over, hopefully, and get all the water out. Hopefully. All this work for an engine that's headed scrapyard. But hey, often imitated, but never duplicated. We should make a t-shirt that says that.
Like, you know what that means?
It means people trying to do will it starts, but they ain't doing them like we are.
Oh.
All of our injectors are out.
You stay there when I turn it over. Just
In
case.
theory, it should spin over and send stuff flying. Go ahead, hit it, Lake.
Oh, God. I'm scared for my life.
Yeah, it's moving, but we need to figure out how to move it the opposite direction.
Put the starter on backwards.
Or we need the jump box a little bit more oomph. Give me the jump box.
I'm gonna go up there.
No, stay right here. Guys, Ryan's failing at filming because he's got a turtle poking out right now, and he has to go. And he's
Beast
afraid to
there.
ask. Ryan has never went anywhere but other than a toilet.
I can't believe I'm holding the phone right now letting this happen.
So we found a ratchet. We're going to try to put this thing to work. I don't know if this ratchet's going to ratchet. We got to get it in there somehow.
Oh, shoot.
Why's it still going?
Because it'll stop in a second.
Alright. Okay.
Is this safe?
Of course, it's in the... It's ratcheting the wrong way.
Can you put it the other way?
It just loosened the nut up right there. Gotta get it back off. Hopefully get this thing to turn. Not breaking. Come on, baby. Plastic is like...
Maybe.
Can you go through the...
Over here. We're gonna bump it off. We can start there. Dang. Bump it. It's just... What? There's lots. Good news is we got his ratchet broke loose and working. I feel like I'm gonna break the snout off or whatever that is. Alright guys, we're putting some dedication in this video. I'm gonna blow all these cylinders out as good as possible. We're gonna fill the engine full of diesel. We're gonna get all the water out as much as possible. And we're gonna fill it full of diesel and come back in a couple days, and hopefully maybe that'll break loose the engine. We'll come back more prepared. Maybe we'll find a barring tool, and a few other things. But let's get this engine blown.
Oh!
Dude, I'm gonna get covered. Give me some rags.
Chill out. Now it's gonna let it go in. Hit it.
Hang on. Oh, the piston's at the top. So Joe lended us a longer air probe here. Yeah.
Oh!
Jeez. gosh. You can cut it out. So right now, guys, what I'm thinking is the truck's got a cracked cylinder liner or a busted liner. It's just as fast as we blow water out of that number 3 cylinder, it fills back up. So to get the coolant out of this thing, and maybe that will solve our problems. If it had, that thing's just, no, it's just full of crap there. I think, no, there's no coolant in it. Where the heck's this water coming from, dude?
Still leaking out the exhaust, too.
I bet the exhaust manifold's slap full because it goes up.
Yeah.
And let me smack the valves a few times, see what happens. Oh, biscuits.
Nice. Pretty sure it's not supposed to do with it. Self-center diesel.
This thing is just so full.
Yeah, you told me to fill it up.
I think it's got a cracked piston.
Oh,
What?
I thought I saw it leaking down there.
How they exhausted.
That's how the engine got full of water from the stack. The stack is that full.
But then it also can't turn over because it's trying to push all that back out too.
Well, it ain't gonna turn over. The valves aren't opening. She full of water. That exhaust is watertight. That's where the water came in. Yeah, it's pouring out right now. It just took the plug out.
I should call her.
Let's call our wives.
Why?
Why?
Is it still draining? Jeez.
It's pouring.
We're gonna be here for. Ooh, we got a whole puddle down there. Oh, come on, Howard.
Boy, it's pretty tight now compared to what it has been. Turn the jump box on. You're in.
Watch your hands.
Alright, now do it.
Now do it, Lee.
Hit it, hit it, hit it. Broke our ratchet. Alright folks, so here's what's going down. We haven't admitted defeat, but we've admitted defeat for now until we can find some type of tool to bar this engine over, because right now we have no way to turn it over. We've broken a ratchet on the accessory drive, which is not the best place to spin it over. Even getting like on the balancer bolts, they're just turning and they're going to eventually break off. We without pulling the heads on this thing and smacking the piston with a sledgehammer to break it loose, this thing's not going to start. It's just not going to happen. So, comment down below. Is there somewhere I've Googled, I can't find anywhere where there's a place to put a barring tool in this engine anywhere, really. And there's got to be somewhere, like in the flywheel, I don't know. I don't see any other openings anywhere on the bell housing on this thing other than the starter hole to bar it over. And even getting in there to the starter in the frame is going to be nearly impossible. So I reckon that's a wrap for this video. I don't want to end the video because I want to successfully start it, but we've filled the holes full of diesel. We're going to leave them here for a day or so. If someone can comment down below and help us find a way to get this thing started, then we'll come back with a part 2. But for now, I think we're throwing in the white flag until someone can help, because we've got to post a video to get help. Where else do we find help without posting video and seeing the comments? We read all the comments. So
This just feels wrong.
I know, but geez, we've put in work today. We've got like 6 hours of working on this thing. So make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe. Thanks to Joe out here, and comment down below how else can we get this engine broke loose. I think that there's maybe a cracked liner. I think it may be a common problem, because as fast as we blow water out of that number 3 cylinder, it fills back up full of water. Not fills, but it just trickles back in. So I don't know, maybe we need to bring our snap-on camera, if it'll work.
Oh yeah.
So make sure you guys go to lanefinder.com, check them out today. lanefinder.com/Bruce Wilson. Link in the description below if you have a commercial driver's license you're looking for a job.